lives in a monochrome world, broken from the side through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. And sorrow's tender embrace, this was never meant to happen. The light of the day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on. Cinderella, why don't you stay with me tonight? We will dance until midnight comes and we could run away. Oh, we will never ever be apart. Set aside all your fears, this magic lives inside your heart. I am here, would you wanna stay with me tonight? Follow me, we will run across the bridge of fantasy. Oh, all the pain and sadness that you feel, believe in me, hold me close, don't never let me go. Come and stay with me forever. Magic lives so long as I am here.
Here we are. Again. We got 4 boys. We have 1 left. Let's grab the last boy while we can. While we can? Interesting. Here we go. I know how to renpai, thanks. No. And I'll see you guys after the skip. I always forget to tell people who are new, if you want to see the prologue, go watch the beginning of Karma's Road. Okay, bye. Oh, right, I forgot I could just skip to the next choice. I keep forgetting I can do that. I forgot to open the guide. I broke the game. I broke the game! Oh, we're here. Let's go right. Salt. Next choice. The game friggin' freezes. Every time I do that. Silence. Fall through the floor. I don't give a shit about your feelings. I gotta check. I gotta actually check what I pick here. Community guides. Community guides. What do we pick while we're here? Alright. Flits. I can break the curse on my own for Fritz's route, and then I do not need any help, because we're an independent girl. We're an independent girl. We don't... They offered to help, but they could have been because they felt pressured to. This curse is my problem and my burden. I'll break it on my own. Psh, perhaps doing my duties will be considered a good deed if I do them willingly. So if I sweep without a broom, without the broom having to drag me around the room... Walk up to the broom. I cannot believe I'm about to do this. I'm about to voluntarily clean. The floors aren't that dirty, but I heard a niece once say that there is no such thing as too clean. Do my eyes deceive me? Isn't it the magic? Definitely not. The enchantment I put on the broom hasn't activated yet. Does that mean the princess is actually... If you are going to stand around, could you not do it in the center of the room? I am sweeping. There's no magic here. This is the most pathetic sweeping I've ever seen. She hasn't swept anything. She just moved the dirt around the floor so it's in a perfectly even layer all over. Well, she's trying very hard. That should count. I can hear Delora and Denise talking about me in the corner of the room, but I make a point of ignoring their words. I set the room back and wait. I will not know what signals the completion of a good deed, but I should know when I see it. Will there be a flash of light? Will the piece of a slipper appear in my hand or in my necklace? Whatever it is, it should have happened by now. Sexto, it's not that easy. You weren't expecting to have completed one of your good deeds through sweeping, were you? No. Doing what's expected of you doesn't make you good. It just makes you normal. That's still a good thing. This is going to be harder than I expected. Alright, let's fast forward to the next thing. Whom should I ask for help from today? I don't need any help. I'm an independent woman. I don't need y'all help. I head toward the dining area to get some water. The people sitting in the margin are talking and laughing with one another. Everyone is included. Everyone has someone to talk to. Is this what friendship is meant to look like? You're making a funny face, Exto. Are you trying to comprehend what the wonders of friendship? Shut up. These people are just so friendly with one another, despite their differences. Doesn't it warm your frozen heart? Shut up, Delora! I just got a message? Nah, I'll ignore it for now. Until you consider what they're doing, it's only because they want something. All of them want to break their curses. They're all here because they hope to find clues. They come to the march and just simply use other people for their own convenience. Is that goodness? Is that what I'm meant to do? There's a difference between using people and them offering to help you, Princess. There's a big, important difference. I don't see it. I don't understand. I didn't think you would. What you say is true, but it's not the whole truth. Everyone is here to break their curse, sure, but most are here for the camaraderie too, the understanding. That's why they keep coming back. What do you see, Princess? People talking, eating together, laughing. But don't you see the happiness here? Being cursed is pretty terrible. You'd assume the cursed would be constantly sobbing and bemoaning their bad luck, right? But there's none of that here. That is what they're being surrounded by. That is what being surrounded by good people does. It can make a terrible situation bearable. It can make a person feel lighter. But what is goodness then? Why are the people good? Well, why are these people good when I'm not? I cannot help but think about the looks they gave me when I arrived. Disdain, contempt, and anger. None of those emotions were good. Being good doesn't require you to be selfless or kind every moment of the day. Sure, these people want to break the curses, but before a time or a meal they can put whatever they want to decide, oh god, and listen to someone else for a change. That itself is selfless. Delora nudges me with her elbow. And that makes them good people. I look down into my mug, my mind swirling in considerations, good lord. The instant I look up, Delora has disappeared. We're done here. Let's go. We're done. We're done with the prologue, and it was only 6 minutes. Done. 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 My beautiful Bab, it is our time. Let's go. Reunion. Who's excited? I'm excited. I'm in town with Waltz because Parfait needed supplies for her potions, and we were the only ones available to get them for her. I do not know why, but I feel on edge. Don't worry, tiny Waltz. Let's see. Look at our itty-bitty little Bab. I won't let anything bad happen to you. I'll be your big protector. I'm a big boy. Though, you know, you wouldn't even have to be here if Lady Parfait hadn't placed so many orders. I do not understand why she has to get everything today so she can just pick up the rest tomorrow. If she was more patient, I wouldn't have needed to go out at all today for such a bothersome tour. Lady Parfait has been receiving a lot of orders lately. She needs to keep up with the demand somehow. Let's make this quick. Now, of course. My eyes wandered to the shop right in front of me. This should be the place. Ding dong! How can I help? Oh, it's you. This is the witch who came into the marching some time ago with mud on her shoes. Man. Oops. I barely remember that. What can I do for you two? We need all the items on the list, please. Waltz holds out the list Parfait gave him. The witch surveys the list and then gives a thoughtful nod. I will collect these for you right away. It'll be a few moments. The witch disappears into the back room. I fold my arms as we wait, my thoughts drifting. We'll be finished before you know it, Princess. I don't care. Well, look who it is! Hello again, little girl. What? And it seems like you're here again with your little friend. Gasp. I thought that said in the corner cake milk. I was like, what? These are the men that tried to rob me back when I was on the streets. Waltz quickly steps in front of me as if to shield me from the men. Plot twist, I'm taller than him. Can he even protect me? She cleans up alright, doesn't she? Almost didn't recognize her all neat. What do you want? Us? We don't want nothing. But we heard there's someone who wants you. I don't know what kind of mannerisms to give these guys. And they're willing to pay more money than we could ever have gotten from you. The man reaches out to grab me, but Walt slaps his hand away. The men's unwashed stench reaches my nose and I try not to gag. Ew. You disgusting bastards. Don't touch her. Yo, what's this? The witch reappears at the door and then the men back off slightly when she appears. None of your business. I think it is. These people are my customers. Stay out of this, hag. Oh, you did not. Hag? I am slightly startled when the witch leans forward and whispers to us. Listen, you both start running, okay? You run as fast as you can and don't stop for anyone. You need to get back to the marching. But don't you worry about me. I'll distract them for as long as I can, but you need to run. Go. Hey! Look alive, boys! This one itches! Waltz grabs my hand and pulls me with him as we run, not even turning back to look at what... And when we hear the shatter of glass... She's a witch. Why would she help us? Because she's a good witch, princess. I'm sure that she is only helping us because she wants to keep us indebted to her. Dude. We continue running against a current of people. I manage to keep up with Waltz for a time, but it's not long before my hand slips out of his, and I am lost to a crowd. Shit! I knew we shouldn't have worn those gloves. The minute I am separated from Waltz, I stop. Panic begins to well up inside me. Waltz! I frantically look around the crowds, trying to find him, but I fail. I need to get back to the marching. Slowly, it dawns on me that I am in the part of town that I would not recognize. I don't know my way around this area. I knew leaving the marching was a bad idea. When I see Parfait again, I will give her a piece of my mind, if you make it out alive. I found her! Oh, shit. I immediately turn on my heels and run as fast as I can. I'm so panicked I cannot see what is in front of me. I will not notice the man in front of me until I crash into him. I prepare to fall, but the man has braced himself just before I crash into him. He's got a stance ready to grab her. We both somehow manage to remain upright. Excuse me, Princess. His voice. I look up in shock. Baby! Gasp. Fritz? It's really you, Princess. How does he remember who I am? There she is. Fritz, we gotta run. We have no time to think about this now. Ooh, what? I grab his arm and pull him with me into a run. Let's go, Fritz! We're going on an adventure! Are we running? Somehow he is barely out of breath despite how long we've been running. It sends a sliver of irritation through me. I think those men want to sell me. Sell you? Oh, what? I shake my head as I try to tug him forward again. However, Fritz does not budge. Princess, this is very irritating. We must keep moving. Run, Fritz! Run for your goddamn life! I see her! Run! Oh no. Princess. Can you utter any other word than my name? Wait, Fritz is a knight. I trust you can manage these two fools. With one hand behind my back. I don't know why that... I stared at that sentence like, wait, what? With a nod and confident smile, he turns to face the oncoming men. He moves to stand in front of me, effectively shielding me with his body. Awesome. 2-on-1? I don't like your chances, boy. We got no business with you. We just want the girl. Run on home. She'll be more trouble than she's worth. You'll have to get through me first. The mighty Fritz with a sword. Wait, is Fritz left-handed? Interesting. And how are you gonna stop us? With the mighty sword. With this. Da 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 da. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm giggling. I'm very giggly today. It's probably ruining the episode, but Fritz brandishes his sword and smiles at them. Come at me, bitch. Fritz is second only to his father, Sir Alcaster, in his ability with the sword. His skill is obvious just in the way he holds his blade. Waving around a sword isn't gonna scare us away this time. You wanna fucking go? This girl's worth enough gold to sort out any scratches we might get. Any closer and I'll do more than scratch you. Get him! Rough him up. The fight is over as quickly as it starts. I cannot keep up with Fritz's movements at first. When I'm able to focus on him again, the two men are completely immobilized. Jesus Christ. One is sprawled on the ground with Fritz's foot firmly God, planted on his back. The other is collapsed against the wall in the alleyway with the tip of Fritz's sword pressed against his neck. You wanted to question them? Fritz is completely unscathed. I turned to look at the man against the wall, thinking he might be more capable of speech at this time. Who is going to pay you? Eh. I'd answer her if I were you. I watch as Fritz presses the sword against the man's neck enough to draw a gasp out of him. It was a witch! A witch? Waltz insisted that the witch we met was good, but this is just I cannot read! But this is just further proof that witches will always be inherently wicked. It was a witch, I swear! We got a note with your picture, then it burned to pieces right before our very eyes, once we read it. What did the note say? Just to get you to the witch in one piece, the payment would come when that happened. How much was the payment? Answer me. 1,000 gold pieces! A whole 1,000! 1,000 gold pieces would be enough to feed a family for years. Princess, not just anyone would have the kind of wealth. They only would have to be nobility, royalty even. Are witches disguising themselves as members of the aristocracy? Ugh. Now, Princess, can you say any other words, Fritz? Yo, what did you want to do with these two? I don't know. I look at the men and feel something icy run through my veins. These men were going to abduct me. There's no telling what they would have done to me if they had caught me. Please, don't beg. What would your son say if he heard you? He has a family. That does not matter. Even if I had mentioned to my family, it would not have made a difference. Wait. What did you do to her? Do to who? The woman at the shop. What did you do to her? Nothing that can't be fixed. What do you mean by that? Did you hurt her? When neither of the men answer, I frown. I would not know why the witch was trying to save me, but she did try. These men cannot get away with doing whatever they wish. Answer me, what did you do to her? Nothing that won't heal? Oh, dear God. The anger that was nothing but a small flame burns full force in my chest. They do not deserve mercy. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Spare them? Darn it. I really want to kill them. Oh, what the fuck? No, go back. We shall spare them. They deserve to be punished, but these men were nothing but puppets to some other master. Punishing them is a waste of time. It's an additional burden that I do not care to shoulder. Princess! Fritz! Every time he says princess, I'm going to respond with Fritz. Yes. Promise not to come after me ever again. Swear it. I swear on my life, you never see me again. I swear it as well. Let them go. As you wish. Bye-bye. Fritz and I leave the men behind in the alleyway. I sigh in relief when the scenery around me becomes more familiar from here. From here, I can probably find my way back to the March-In. Fritz is so unusually quiet. Sorry, a giant spit just came out of my mouth when I said that. Fritz is unusually quiet that I barely noticed him as I become wrapped up in my thoughts. What does a witch want with me? As far as I know, I have never done anything to a witch. Hiccups. Princess. Fritz! I'm startled when Fritz talks. What? You let those men go. Sure did. Wasn't expecting you to. You showed them mercy when not everyone would have. Mercy? Is that what it was? I think Fritz just has more faith in morality. I did not spare those men to save them. I spared them to avoid consequences. It was difficult. The most meaningful shows of mercy often are, but... Why is he smiling at me like that? What does his precious face say? I noticed Fritz fidget... Oh my god, oh my god, it's just gonna be full of just... The word F, I'm gonna hate it so much. The word F. The letter F. I'm gonna want to strangle the letter F by the end of this freaking playthrough. I notice Fritz fidgeting. God, that's a nightmare. It is sure a sign that he has something else he wants to say. What is it? Where have you been, princess? One day you just suddenly disappeared. No one in the palace seems to remember you at all. Why am I the only person who can remember you? Could Fritz be? Are you cursed, Fritz? Fritz looks shocked. Are you talking about the fairy tale curse?
Yes.
No, of course I'm not. What makes you think that I am? If he's not cursed, how else could he have known who I am? Are you a witch or a fairy? Do I look that gay to you? Fritz stares at me, as if I have grown another head. I don't understand why you're asking me this, princess. I'm definitely human. Could it be that he's somehow unaware of the conditions of his curse? I must speak with Delora and Parfait about this. Princess, what's going on? Princess! Bye! Did she just walk away from him? Sexto, I need to get to the march as quickly as possible so I can speak to Parfait and Delora about what Fritz's curse might be. Walt is probably looking for me as well. Then abruptly, Fritz puts himself in front of me, blocking my path. What the fuck are you doing? I could ask you the same thing. Where are you going? I'm returning to the Marchen. What the fuck is the Marchen? It's a tavern that's cursed. I've been living there. Princess, are you saying that you've been cursed?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that I haven't told him yet. Princess, I need answers, please. This poor boy. I suppose you will not let me leave without an explanation. Not after he suddenly disappeared like that. Very well. Delora and Parfait will have to wait. Where are we? Where are we? His house? Fritz has a house? He has a house? I thought he lived in the palace. Holy shit. This is fancy as fuck. New scenery, guys. Cool. Anyway, it's been 21 minutes. I'm glad we got to see... This music is weird. This music is weird. I don't like it. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode with more Fritz more F tongue twisters is what we'll get. This is gonna be fantastic. A fantastic playthrough. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.